Hello and welcome to DevCast Ops. We're having a little bit of trouble with our environment at the moment, so you're going to see us a little bit behind the scenes of debugging. But when it's up and running, we'll get back to the Consul bits that we've been working on sort of over the past couple of weeks and kind of expanding that further. So Wale will be leading that bit, and James is going to show us the debugging that he's hopefully magic fingers are going to fix really fast. But whenever you take something live, something will always go wrong.
Good luck, James. Good luck.
Okay, are you sharing my screen?
Yeah, I will send you.
Right.
Your screen.
Yeah. Okay, so the issue we're having is if I sh ubuntu at, and then I do, say, console 0, this is just one of the normal servers, get IP that it knows it has internally, and I put this here, we get a keyx exchange identification read connection reset by peer. And I quickly Googled it, and this is an issue when the servers can't talk to each other. So I can talk to that one. That's interesting. Okay.
So is it they can't talk with each other, or is it just us that can't talk to them?
So we are, I think it's, we can send a message out, but it can't send a message back. This is probably a issue with my weird ass internet. And I actually have a, so the issue we're having in the grand scheme of things is every time we start this box outside, DHCP rehits, and that rejigs all the servers, which is a pain in the ass for something like Ansible, where we have to tell it the servers every time. So I decided, stupidly or not, to edit the Terraform code that's generating them, which is this. No, that's old console code. No bounce console. This one. So this is the console code that creates the server, and I've set its IP to. It does some Terraform logic. We have a CIDR subnet that gets a section of the base range, and then that within here loops gives me a host at an index of that range. So this gives every server a unique IP. This is the gateway. Ooh, that's interesting.
Is that what's the problem, or is that?
So this is going to be really best technology. My phone, which tells me the IP of all the servers, you cannot see that, I'm sorry, but it sees the server. So my network sees the server, sees its IP, but something else has gone wrong, which makes me think this gateway IP may be wrong. Gateway IP is set to that, which is my gateway. This is the IP of my gateway, I believe. I don't know if there's a way I can access this. There is actually. It would be quite nice if I can like show what I'm looking on my. Do I want to show this? No, I'm sorry. I don't want to show this information. Showing like important information about your home network is maybe not the best thing to do on the computer.
It's fine. I'm sure the hackers are already inside.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, the hackers are everywhere. But... So default gateway is 192.168.68.1. And anything in there that should be routing correctly. So my thought was to rebuild the servers. So the fact that no, let's do quick. let's just get it done. I think it's more important to get a working solution now than it is to do this fancily, and I'll get this fancy later.
We're just gonna apply Fluster for now.
So yeah, I'm going to take it back to what it was. It means I'm going to have to faff giving you the IP of them all. But that's fine. Agent. There's the server.
I guess maybe at some point we can have a mess around and just sit and just ping servers and see the network packets.
Yeah, this is. I don't think I understand enough about how my personal network works. Because these should be within my network. They're off from the DHCP, but that shouldn't stop the connection to the internet and our connection in. So there's some weird routing thing happening. Oh. I think that's the issue.
32. I can never remember my, is it cider?
He has a fancy website for that.
Oh yeah, if you ever need to do with ciders, cidr.xyz it's a really nice website, 168.68.1. So this can access 30. I think I want to access my entire subnet, so 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do 20. Let's say 24.
Is 32 even a valid?
32 is just a host, which would mean if this is your subnet of what hosts you can access, you can just access yourself. I thought it was would generate the IP, but no, of course it wouldn't.
So will this still be static?
Yeah.
Okay.
And still the IPs I gave you.
That would be nice.
Oops. I just closed everything. Oh, wait. The fact that this is most of my screen on the right, when I closed this, it was like, oh, I closed everything. Terraform. So this runs on a Terraform agent. I have a server. One of the boxes in the server runs a Terraform agent, which is funny because I've had to, while this is running, because I want to, this restarts all the servers. I've set up the DHCP and then it will turn it back to IP. It's going to be messy, but it's fine. But with the Terraform agent, I've had to use the lifecycle to ignore a change that would restart the box every time. And this is the Terraform agent. If this restarts, everything breaks. So this one should never restart. But it's fine. And that's probably why these are restarting always as well, because they want to set Coda, it wants to delete the agent line, which within the code, so this is set because I've installed something locally on the server. Terraform should not care about that value. That is a provider issue, really. Someday I'm going to go into this as provider because it can do 2 things of all the things this can do. So someday I'm going to get fed up because the suggested way of uploading a file, so I can do, I can specify user data script the same way AWS does, is SSH into the server that this is running on and upload a file manually. Which, even if that's what you end up doing, it would be nice to have something in the provider that does it, that wraps all that for you. And then you can check to make sure the file exists and stuff first. But yeah. Now, when this finishes, where it's going to set everything to an IP, hopefully it's not going to be usable. just need you to decide to run.
There we go. Off to the races. Is it fairly quick?
Yeah, it's got to restart 12 servers, and it only runs a subset of them at a time. Like it's only all but 2. And the slow bit is they will take an amount of time to restart. But as soon as one of them restarts, we can prove that it works. And I'm going to be very annoyed if this is the issue, but glad it was so simple. Yeah, so Agent 1 is up.
Should I start restarting my workspace then?
No, code is still up. Code is still not up yet.
Okay.
Oh wait, whatever. I can. This will fail because I don't have the key. But that's a lot more promising than it was before.
So this looks further because it was just hanging before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 17. I'm just messing with. And now that's me.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fun. Now we just have to wait for all of these servers to shut down and spin back up.
Sweet.
Though it's funny, the first thing it does is it sends an API request. It sends I think it sends something that uses the network to shut it down, which means when there's network issues, it just sits to shut down for a bit, fails, and then it does like a force shutdown. But yeah, this may take a moment to. Granted, this should be DHCP, so this should have been all happy.
All right. So in the meantime, we can talk about the news that came out last week. While James is figuring that out. So I want to understand how HashiCorp adopts business source license. How does that impact us? As far as I know, it doesn't. But what is this change? What does it mean? Who does it actually affect?
Have you read anything about it? Have more context?
No. But this is okay. I did read it, but the reason I bring it up is to fill out the time while James.
So my reading of it is they're moving from the Apache license onto a different open source licensing model that only affects if you want to do commercial things with. I think it just the change is you can't make a product based off Terraform open source and sell it anymore.
What was the old Terraform Enterprise before Terraform Enterprise? Not Terraform, like before the old Terraform Cloud. Before Terraform Cloud, was it Terraria?
Terraria is a video
game. They all have very similar names. The problem, so.
Why are you not liking the shutdown? There we go. It's finally just hard stopping all the servers. Yeah, I think there was as with licensing stuff, who knows what it actually means. For the use cases we will ever have for Terraform, it looks like a good thing. But also I have no problem with the Apache license, so
what it just means basically is like anybody that's using it for a paid service or that's making changes to it and selling it can still carry on, but they can't do that anymore for the new changes they make. I guess up to now, it just means if you're already using it, then yes, you can carry on, but you can't use it on the newer versions anymore.
Yeah, you can't update. You can't bring in the newer code. You'd have to rewrite. Okay. This should all now be up if you want to take control of the screen and spin up Coda. And actually something that I had just assumed was something else. We can now log into the UI as well. Oh, the nodes haven't linked. which actually makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense the nodes haven't linked because all the auto join will be wrong because their IPs will be stored incorrectly.
You said I don't need to make changes to the IP addresses anymore, right?
Oh, the IP addresses should be the same.
Okay, cool. We'll find out. It's still loading, so.
That's fine. Sorry for wasting 20 minutes on that.
It's fine. Wally was worried about not having enough to do in any case. You're looking for extra points.
No.
This is the slow progression to having like good infrastructure. Got my lights in a really bad position. Sorry, running off camera. Bad look.
You've done the bit that you needed to do, and now you're like, I'm up.
No, I just realized that as I'm like leaning forward, I'm moving like in and out of where my light seems to be.
Just gonna restart.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It may make like a lock file or something that's like this server's up, and then it's not. But yeah, I'm slowly trying to improve my home infrastructure and the setup of how we do all this stuff and how all these things work. So, and the point of this was every week Wiley doesn't have to, well, every week I don't have to manually work out 10 different IP addresses from my phone and send them to Wiley, because that took a long time and was more hassle than I could be bothered with.
Sorry about that.
But the next thing I want to do is set up DNS, is try and work out why my internal DNS doesn't work, or build an internal DNS server. So you can call them console 0, console 1, console 2, console 3, and not worry about IPs at all.
I was fiddling with DNS servers the other day. I was trying to do some remote working to Citrix, and for some reason the Citrix that I was trying to connect to wasn't in my DNS server at home, so I had to update to the Google's generic DNS server instead of using my ISP's one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Always use Google's. First thing I do.
All right. So we're back up. As for today, what we plan on doing is complete the encryption part that we started last week. I am positive that I think we left it at an error, but I'm not sure. We'll definitely find out once we are able to get onto the server and we see. And then we'll run console info to make sure the encryption is complete. And then we'll move on to another fun part, which is setting up health checks. And as part of that, we'll be going through some checks for service. If service is running, are they hosting quorum? And then I said that really well now. And then we're gonna hit an API point for the health, and then also check out the console server status. So moving on now to checking Ansible to see if we can even connect to the new servers. Call them new, because Ansible hasn't been able to talk to them yet. So Ansible playbook. Now,
don't worry, Wiley. I want TF destroy before next time, so you can truly touch clean servers. The one we're talking about removing old encryption keys. It may not be a bad thing to do to give them a destroy.
All right, I'm getting used to running commands on top of my head rather than Googling them. So, wish me luck.
I mean, that's the correct command. So,
I think the state we left them at last week was insecure because we had keys on there that were still usable but were publicly visible in the Git repo.
Yeah, we have a problem anyways right now. Failure. So the first one,
they either failed or unreachable. Great.
Yeah. Let's see, failed to connect to they couldn't reach this one. Why can you not reach it? SSH to
no, it's 12.
Yeah, that's taking ages. So no route to host. Amazing. So I'm guessing the same issue for the others that we have issues with. But why does it say okay then when Let's see, it says
It's
here.
succeeded on 4. So the OKs is it's done 4 tasks before it failed. The OK 0 means it never did a single task. It just failed immediately, or it's unreachable, so it can complete any task.
So guess what? I ignored the equal to 0. To me, that OK looked like okay.
Also, the color gives it away. It's green when it's actually done something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
4 is just like effed. Why are you?
Oh yeah. We were so close, guys. We were so close. So let me just make changes to our to-dos for today. I'm just gonna focus on to fix Consul. So, next week. All right, for today, we are going to make sure and watch James fix Consul server. So back to you, James.
Okay.
What was the other error message, Wally? What else did it fail
on? Hold on. So if we had unreachable, but console failed, URL open error, temporary failure on name resolution. Couldn't do the unzip. That's okay. But on this one, why is okay?
Can you give me all the IPs that were unreachable?
Okay, okay.
16, 20.
16, 20, 19, 12.
16.
Actually, they all have the same error. Actually, failed to connect via SSH.
The unreachable ones will be the same.
Because when it turns out there was a better output in the gathering facts, just tells you straight up.
Yeah, it's the first time it attempts to do something on the server, it'll give you the unreachable error message with the reason why it's unreachable. Because unless you specify otherwise with Ansible, if you fail a task, it will take that host out of future tasks.
Ah, okay. So yeah, that's true actually, because 17 failed, but it didn't fail. It didn't fail because it was unreachable. Ah, so it failed because patch update. It failed to install packages.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to do something. I'm just going to delete them all and start again. Because I feel like even those issues are server, like weird stuff being left behind.
Barnaby, are we sharing James's screen or mine?
It's just James at the moment.
Okay, good. Just confirm. Let me stop sharing for now.
You can leave your share off if you want.
Okay, I'll do that.
This is where I need 2 servers. One that I can leave for this, and one that I can mess with during the week.
Do you still have
I need to have I need a dev server and a prod server.
Yeah. As in, do you have enough capacity to do that? Because that would be 20 servers.
No, I need another physical server. That's what I'm talking about. Like have a duplicate of what I'm doing.
In a couple of years' time, and you're just going to be running a little data center.
Yeah, they sent out the schedule.
What would your pricing model be like?
I mean, pricing model. They're my servers.
Yeah, so you're not going to give it out to people? You're not going to share it?
You need to use them to heat the hot tub, though.
Yeah.
And that the sound it makes as well.
It's not that loud. Yeah, they're not that loud.
I guess it depends how warm it is where you're running them.
Yeah, it's on start. They get loud because that's when the servers like fully spin up for the first time. Yeah, so I'm just fully deleting all the servers, and then I'll just rebuild them.
Could you partition that server and have like a prod side and a dev side?
Yes. I could do it like I could dual boot it. So you kind of on startup, you tell it which one to go. The issue is so at this point, there was like networking positions and stuff, but some of the things I did was on the I think it's data center side on my server. I messed with the DNS. Okay, so that is everything destroyed. So there is no more console servers up and running. So now if I add you, what I'm actually going to do is this. And then, nope.
Now I gotta refresh. Everything's gone again.
Storage name. I don't know if it actually needs to have storage name, but storage name always breaks it.
Or did you push any of your code while, or are you going to have to pull it all again?
Oh no,
or
I
is
think
code is safe?
You just everything is saved. All I need to do is restart my workspace. That's it.
You know, when the fix comes through and it's applied again, you'll have to restart once more.
Yep. I've lost connection already. So, yeah.
Okay, so it requires a name. But like this, it like requires it, but because of the way it creates, it doesn't like work well, but it's fine. This is still faster than manually having to deploy 10 servers.
It's doing certificate renewals earlier today, and I think it was 8 servers certificates needed to be on. I think it took me like 3 or 4 hours just going from server to server, making sure all the files were right, the servers, everything could read them. We have an automated system to do them, but this is an old servers that we're running on that haven't been brought into the automation yet. I think the automated solution maybe takes 20 minutes. It's not the fastest thing, but it is considerably quicker than the manual version because they all get done in parallel.
Yeah, that is faster. Okay. We're now gonna
Barnaby, I'll need to speak to you on that offline then. I want to see how you guys do the testing. So you're testing if the certs that you upload work, right?
Yes, but it's Consul certs. So if the certs are broken because they use certs to communicate, you won't have the servers won't be able to talk to each other. So you'll have hosts missing from the quorum.
Exactly. So, but then like I'm more interested in the automation side of things. So like obviously it's automated, but how do you now automatically test it? What are you testing against?
There's just a few. We use Ansible as a quick like sanity check, and it just runs some console commands in Ansible, registers the output, and then does some regex essentially against the output to check certain things. So because we do upgrades and stuff through console, but we keep Ansible, we keep the old versions on there. It would be like checking all the hosts have gone to the current version, checking we have the expected numbers of servers and clients and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then checking everything's alive and nothing. So kind of making sure everyone's happy.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like exactly what I need, but it sounds good. Yeah.
So now spinning up all the servers.
Say that one more time.
We are now spinning up all the servers. So I just delete them all, spin them back up, and we'll see if it works.
New IPs, different IPs.
Same IPs. They're static now, so same IPs.
Yeah, lucky us.
Did we keep a list of which ones failed last time?
12 was one of the ones that failed last time.
I was about to say I still have them, but then I realized I had lost them.
4, which is up, was one of the ones failed. So if I go here, yep, that one seems happy. So other than that's all them. That's most of them created. Oh, Coda's now up. If you redeploy, restart Coda, it should be up now. It keeps wanting to like change the storage location. I need to work out how that. If I need to work out how to either actually make the storage move work or make it so it doesn't error every time. Because it keeps wanting to change the storage and then fail, then like not actually move the storage, which is quite annoying. There we go. 10 created, 2 changed.
Swap back to Arlo and see if we can get into Coda.
Yeah, I was like,
still restart.
I was like, why is Ansible not working? Why is Consul not working? We killed all the nodes. Like, these are new servers, of course Consul's not working.
Plenty to change this time.
Yeah, well, it's good. It means that we know in... Oh, yeah, no, there will be encryption key because we hardcoded the encryption key to then delete it later.
Yeah. The one really insecure one will still be there.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't written the code to remove that bit. Well, it's what list all the keys. Oh, yeah, it's list all the keys, add a new key, remove all old keys.
We'll just be running the console commands. Do so, just running them as answer commands. I don't know if we're going to register anything.
You'd want to register the keys, the old keys.
I just like I wonder if we could. I was thinking more about making it idempotent rather than. I guess you could check the length of the standard out and then do it on a if.
But the thought is you would generate new encryption keys every time it runs.
Okay, yeah, that's true. There's no harm in re-encrypting.
So yeah, there will always be changes, but it'll be it's not going to like break anything if it reruns. It looks like everything's up, Wiley.
Yeah. Then just see reload window. Me. Okay, it's a different session, I guess. Further server terminal.
Do you have a problem?
Right. Okay, so we're still at this stage. Let's just.
You're not going to tick off James to fix console servers yet. You don't quite trust it.
Nah. So console, and then let's just do Ansible label inventory and main.yaml. Let's go. Other facts. How many hours?
I feel like I should just make a point of just burning all these servers down every week. And we just deal with
it
fresh.
My goodness. Look at this fun messages. Okay, so
answer problems.
No package matching JQ. I don't think that's my problem.
Wow. All right, so we have failed. Cache it, update time. Failed to fetch this part. Why?
So you need to run apt-get update.
Didn't we do that already?
Don't know.
Let's see. Roles, common. tasks main. Okay, no, we are.
Nope.
Nope, we're not. Yep, we're not. That's amazing. So, I think it's because it takes ages. Right. So, we want to update or upgrade. Update packages, and then
Update app.
say again.
It's update apt.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
This
Okay.
will be an apps thing we're messing with.
Alright, so that would be a
So instead of
So
package,
unpackaged
it's
package.
it's apt,
So just this, yeah.
and then what you want is, instead of name, it's update underscore cache, and then you don't need the with items.
Update. Oopsie. Update underscore cache. For this?
Yep, and then true equals true, or colon true.
I think it's colon.
Yep.
Do I need this colon here as well? Yeah, I do, I guess.
You always need a colon.
Yeah. Okay.
So that now run apt update.
So how did I work last time? But no, we're not.
I guess we may have run up the update on the server at some point beforehand. I guess this is the risk when you have servers that have partially been configured manually or played with manually. At some point you would run commands that you forget about. So when you get the new ones, you're like, oh, I did this that I'd forgotten about.
And also there's a level where these servers were, I think we were relatively close to when I originally created them, and I did run the update on the template file. So that update would have been a lot sooner. But I don't really know what's happened, why it hasn't worked.
Failed to update cache, unknown reason. I'm just gonna log into one of them, and then I'll try and see why it could be failing there.
Okay,
you're still showing your BS.
You're still showing BS.
Oh yes. I do. I am.
Failed to
So
update.
that we're good. But
I wonder if they can't reach out to out from the internal network.
They should be able to reach the internet.
SSH Ubuntu at. All right. So apt.
You didn't log into the server.
Yeah. Oh snap! It was failed. That was great. That was amazing.
I wonder if this could be the issue. No, it failed to get. We ignore all this stuff.
Yeah, it failed the key generation. It failed the connectivity.
Yeah.
You need to see
that. Is it install and then update or what?
Just update. Sudo apt update.
I guess you could go straight with the install if you wanted. Packages up to date.
Resolving the DNS.
Can't reach this. So did you create new rules when you make changes?
Can you dig? Can you just like ping Google?
All right. So basically, unable to pay. And wait, you made those changes today, right? Because I think I saw a message from you sometime today about if I should try and access something. Wait, what was it even? What did you send?
I don't think I did this earlier today. But...
Can you try dig on Google just to see what DNS it tries to go through?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'll do that. You gave me Terraform access. I think that's what you did. All right, so dig. Eesh. What's C3 work as well here? Let's see.
You don't need to do C3.
No, I'm just saying that. I'm just trying to see if it'll work. That's all. But if it's part of the thing that it accepts, C3 and then Google.com. Oh yeah, nah. Anyways, ignoring header. Nope. The is query time 0.
Doing localhost. It's not reaching out to another DNS server.
Can it talk to another one? Another of these peers? Let's see.
I wonder if it can try just pinging 8.8.8 so it doesn't have to go through DNS if it's just DNS.
Yeah, it's the name servers have been set up weirdly.
8. What? 8.8?
Ping it rather than dig it.
Oh. So that works.
Okay. Why is this file being taken long? So if you are you showing while it's still Barnaby?
Yes, I am. Do you want me to?
Nope. While I can do it. If you go if you cat etc/ resolve resolv.conf. Yep. And if you notice, that's pointing the name server to the thing that's pointed higher up.
Yeah.
So that's the issue. So if I've changed the name server on one of the other servers to 8.8.8.8 and it worked fine. So something is setting that name server to not even a useful one.
I guess time to make a new Ansible play to update the name servers.
Yeah. So we need. Does it do good regex? Or how do you suggest? Because I was gonna
just do it with a template.
Yeah, just
so we create a whole new file. So I might as well just grab this template file then.
Yeah, you can grab that. You probably don't need all the comments.
I just need this.
Yeah, I don't know what the end
What is there?
DNS is.
Do the others have it as well?
Hmm.
Do you know what the EDNS is, James? EDNS 0?
No, but that works fine.
Okay. So this will be a common one as well, right?
Yeah, because you'll need it before everything else.
There is probably a better way of doing it than template file.
I was gonna just go find the file and find name server and replace that whole line with the name server that we want. That will be with what?
Well, the way the templating works, it works out the value of what the sort of contents of the file will be, and then compare that to what's in the file. And if it differs, it will apply it. If it's not, it leaves it the same.
Okay. In this case, it will be different because we're not adding the comments with it.
Yeah, we're also changing the name server.
Yeah. I guess should we carry on, James?
Yes, I was hoping there's going to be a. So it is a command that will do it. I was just hoping that someone would have wrapped it in an Ansible.
Yeah, what
Task.
the DNS update.
Yeah. So yeah, if you
All right, so it's just 8.8, yeah?
Yeah, 8.8.8.
All right. I'm gonna have to leave that as it is, and then I think that will go the same way. So the update cache true. Yeah, I think it should be before.
Yeah, it has to be before, because anything that reaches out of the box won't be able to resolve.
Yeah. Change game server. And template is that is going into here. This should override the one that's there already, right? If I do it this way. All right. So, are we happy for me to go ahead?
Yeah, give it a go, see if it works.
Should be. I don't see why not.
What's the worst that can happen? We've already destroyed and rebuilt all the servers.
And all right, might as well. Okay, gathering facts. That should be fine. Not changing them. Oh, yep, that worked. Now, the update. Technically, we wouldn't have needed the update anymore.
It's probably not a terrible idea to update apps.
Because of the way it takes time. Because it takes time, isn't it? That's what
You're in a rush to get somewhere.
That works. I'm in a rush to move past the James fixing the stuff. Because we have a lot of to-dos to go through.
Well, with 7 minutes left, this is probably the end of the stream.
No. With 7 minutes left, we can still probably do one of these. Definitely. This one is still there. Because it should be just a command. Actually, it depends on if we have seen any errors right now, because I don't remember if we're gonna see any error in regards to the hearing.
It's like 2 or 3 commands. It's 2 commands we need, 2 Ansible blocks. If you want to do it properly, it's 2 Ansible blocks.
Also, do you have a URL for the UI?
Yeah, it's same one I sent you before.
Right.
If I actually sent them to you, I actually have no idea.
I can't remember.
If you change the number to server number, it'll change that.
No, it was console dash
server number starting at 0 dash devcast.com. I've sent you on.
Oh.
And that's routable from anywhere.
Okay, so I can use this copy link. Let's check it out.
Currently, doesn't work.
Yep, that's fine.
Considering we're just installing JQ, I'd be impressed if it was up and running.
Oh my god, it's working. Yeah, maybe James was right. I was hoping that this part would not take this long, but it seems like we should just be happy that we get this thing up and running before 8 o'clock.
If Consul's up and running and all working again, I think that would be a success today.
Debugging session can't all be easy, good sessions.
This will feel like a clickbait to someone. Say, just make
Yes,
sure
it was
you.
all planned.
I'm here for Consul, but these people are just showing me something else.
Well, the
We
YouTube,
apologize.
I will change the YouTube title to like debug
Yeah.
Oxmox or something.
And Terraform news.
With a little bit of help from this. So that should be the
Ooh.
servers up.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, the
No,
service. Yeah.
we're now installing servers.
Look at this, though. Look at this. Look at this fancy logo.
There
All
you
the
go.
servers are up.
Everything's up.
Wait, we have one service. What?
Yeah, the console service.
Yeah. So that's what I was talking about. We can get Consul to check itself to make sure the service is happy. Because Surf is different. You can mess up Surf but have everything else happy, I think. Give or take.
Oh, something failed. Oh, what is this? I think this was the one
Can
we
you
were
go
using
to your
last time.
can you go to Logs?
Yeah, this is what we failed. This is what we had the issue with last time.
Okay.
My thing is just blowy.
Oh, really?
And it's basically response code 500. 4 out of 5 node 6 reported success.
Can you log into the server and type console info?
Oh yeah, sorry. So I was just distracted because I could see your screen looking at.
Oh, sorry.
screen.
Yeah. I was looking at the stream because for whatever reason, when you're jumping around, it really like struggles a little bit.
All right. So I should SSH burn to. Oh, I think I've logged in onto this server before. Yep, I have. Yeah. Oh, sure. All right. Yes, please. All right. So, what did you want to check again?
Console space info.
All right. So we have 0.
It says it's encrypted. Can you do console keygen help? See if there's any way we can. Or no, you can do console keygen list, I think.
Don't judge me.
Keygen
keyring list.
Oh yeah, keyring.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
no, but keygen is actually a thing as well. But
you hyphenated it. It still would have failed.
Oh really?
It's supposed
to be keyring.
Yeah, look at the keys in the ring, because this will probably just return one dash list.
Dash.
Well, okay.
Oh, it's worked. I wonder if it's got it from Gossip. No.
I'm just trying to compare the key that we had before. So CPM is the one that we are adding in manually. So this one.
The top one, yeah. And the second will be the one that's. So what probably happened is it timed out. So you could probably fix that by doing a retry.
Or can we not just use the next command to remove this this one that we added in manually?
Yes, we should, but this would still error. This should still give the same error.
Okay.
It's probably worth doing a retry on the error. Because it probably just timed out or something.
I think this part happens in the last section, right? In the
ACL.
Yeah, it's the all step.
Yeah. All right, so it's the all step. Let's see, where is the all step? Yeah, all. Here you go. This one.
Oh no, it's install key that was the issue.
So then from here I can just do retry. Oh, it's true. Or what? It doesn't have any retry.
It is retries colon and then the amount of retries. I don't know if you need.
I think probably the same level of indentation as command.
Shall we just say 2?
Yeah.
Or 1?
2 be fine.
Yeah, 2 should be fine.
All right.
Yeah, this is about having an until. I don't know if we need until.
Until it's okay. Until it's true.
Oh, you must set an until parameter. So we need
No.
you need to register the output and then set an until.
Also, I can't just use retry on its own.
You need to say what it's looking for.
Oopsie.
So I guess everything's going to try twice and then.
Just for that part.
No, I think retries gets forced set to 1. What this is saying.
Changed. It's always gonna restart console. That's fine.
Oh, that's something you may want to add to your to-do list. Is add a
handling.
Yeah, move service to handlers.
Oh.
Install keys. Earlier on we had 1 error. Now it tried to do it for all of them.
This is unspotted parameter.
Yeah. Doesn't like this. Oh, sorry. This one. Oh, well.
So that's, I guess, the same level as command.
Oh, yeah, you need to put the same level as command.
It's a task block order.
Yeah.
So just indent it 1 less.
Okay.
And for faster, you could probably comment out what's in the rest of the main file. Because we're just doing that final block, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a better way of doing that, but yeah, now if you run that, it should
just go directly to what we want.
Yep.
I think there's like a target. There's targeting within Ansible, but you need to set it up.
We can't see your console if you are doing stuff.
Okay, no errors this time.
Okay. But it didn't rerun anything, so.
It would have created a new key and added it to it.
Yes.
Can we see the retries? I think I have to make them more verbose.
Changed.
It'll run the same thing on 2. It'll have the same server twice if it retries.
Okay, it's free time now, so that's good. And then for info, encrypted equals to true. All right, we're good. So how do we now remove the other key, the ones that are not live, the keys that are not live?
So it's I think it's keygen remove.
Key, oopsie. Actually, there you go. And then keygen, oh, keep forgetting, console, and keygen remove.
Yeah.
That's it? Okay, so prior to
try
that. All right. No, sorry. What I wanted to do was I wanted to show the difference. So
keygen list.
Keyring list.
Keyring list.
And then, but this time around it will be keygen remove, right?
Oh no, I think it's keyring remove, sorry.
Yeah, keyring dash remove. Move and then
the key to remove.
Yeah.
Oh. see, how do we now do this in Consul?
So the keyring list, can you output a JSON value?
Dash format dash JSON.
All right, cool.
So
list dash format
equals JSON. I think is the how they normally do
it. You may need to do it before, maybe console format keyring dash list. Oh, I'm not in the box.
No.
In which case, it's a shame, but
you know what? You know what we could also do? Dash list, right? And then, yep. So then you just do AQ dot.
It's not JSON. You're going to struggle to get that into JQ.
And the API command, I guess, would be if there's the equivalent API for this.
You can also do /local dash local only will also make it slightly easier to process. Dash local dash only.
Dash. Did you send something, right?
Send you a curl command to try. Probably should. I imagine that will give you JSON back. Should be doing the same thing.
Okay.
There you
go.
So you need all the keys in there. So yeah, where it says keys, you need that object.
So here, right?
Yeah, that keys block.
Yeah, so you can just register the output of this and then do a with item on the dot keys, I guess be dot response dot keys, and you'll have when item not equal to your previous registered key.
So this will be through the actual command. So we could just run it now, right? We could just try it in here. Or actually. Also, why do we actually, no, it doesn't really matter. Never mind. I don't know which one is the main one. Is it saying
primary key is the one that's active, but you will also have it when we're doing it in Ansible. It'll be the one that we just created, so you will already have it set to a variable.
Oh yeah, I think we did that actually.
So if you run this before we create and use a new key, everything in the keys block we want to remove.
Yeah, that'd be a cleaner way to do it.
That's actually the shot.
Are we ever going to make this with more data centers?
At this point, no, I don't see that.
In which case, if you do So you have local, you have question mark local dash only equals true after the command. It'll only give you one set. Which will be slightly easier for processing. Yeah.
Okay. So that's fine. And then from here, we can just grab only the ones we need, right?
Yep.
So we can just go into keys. Oopsie.
You need to stop your screen.
Wait, can you hold on? I'm sharing.
You can see your terminal.
Do you not want to do this in Ansible rather than doing it through?
Oh, are we sure that? Oh, okay. Are we sure that it would then work? Because I was just gonna test it out in here first. Or
Yeah, you just want to check it. It's a capital K if you're going to do that then.
okay.
Oh, you'll need to do .0 keys because it's a list. The first thing is it's a list.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's true actually. So it goes in here first. It's a list, so 0.
Square
and
brackets.
then keys. I think was it not like this? It was this maybe.
You probably need to put 0 in square brackets.
Oh, yeah. Let's try that.
Keys can just be empty. You don't need anything off the keys.
Oh, perfect. And then I think there's a way of just getting just the raw keys. Because I don't need a semicolon after that, right?
No, that's we then need to. So, yeah, this is fine, and then the rest can happen in Ansible.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because if you go with items, one will be the key, one will be the value, and you can just do the key.
Yeah. All right, let's do that. Let me copy this.
You could just record the whole body and process the subbits in Ansible as well, instead of having to pipe to JQ.
I mean, I would suggest you use the URL block instead of a curl.
You're talking about Ansible still, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Consul server. Oh, sorry. Where am I? I am in all. Here we go. So generate. So we said before it generates, right? New key.
Yep.
Before it's installed. Doesn't necessarily matter if it's before or after generate.
That is true.
Or before it's installed. Okay. All right, then let's do that.
You've missed your 3 dashes at the top of the file, I think is why you're getting the red lines everywhere.
That's probably why. I think, and then here, name equal to remove.
Register old keys.
What?
Call it register old keys because you want to delete them after you've installed and told it to use the new key.
We're not removing anything in this block.
Oh, so we're first grabbing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Also, that 3 slashes didn't help. Was it slashes or dots?
It's slashes. The file, you normally need to restart the file for it to realize you've changed something. Don't worry too much about it.
All right, cool. Where am I now? All right, cool. Here we are. Okay, so
URL.
It's get URL. Get underscore URL.
And then URL.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I don't need the curl anymore. Right?
Yeah, you don't need the curling, you don't need the JQ.
And then register.
The trailing space. Yeah,
What?
get rid of the trailing space after your true.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then register, right?
Yeah.
No, actually, I think
Need
we've
to give it a
registered.
name.
Yeah. So old keys.
It's probably worth just doing a debug to get the keys.
As in, what do you want?
I think if you just can you over the same tab register, you can just write debug old keys and it'll poop them out for you. Does that work?
Yeah, you can. Is it the same play? I think debug would be another play. It'd be named debug, and then you can print. You can do messages, and then give you old keys to that. So the other one just dash name and then print keys or something like that.
Okay. So what's that? What am I doing now?
So you want to do a debug, you can do to see if it's got them correctly. Set them just dash name and then just call it whatever you want, and then have a debug statement. So its own task.
Okay. So in here now, I'll just do a debug, right?
Yeah.
Name. Okay.
Oh, I think we actually need to use a different block.
So it's just called debug?
Yes.
And there's like var.
Yeah. And then old keys.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I test it?
Yep.
Yeah, give it a go.
Because I don't think this is going to work.
Trying to remember how I've done it previously.
I think we actually need a different block than get URL, but hopefully this will work. If this works, this is the easiest way of doing it.
I think it might.
Missed destination. I'm missing destination.
Yeah. So we need URI instead of get URL. So
URI.
yeah. And then under the URL line, we need return underscore content : true. And then this one should work.
Let's see. What does the I stand for in here?
It is uniform resource identifier.
Nice. Okay, it did return a lot of stuff.
We can't see the screen.
Yeah, you can.
Now it's returned everything. Here you go. You can build
It's got your JSON block.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be old keys.json.keys.
Nope.
Will be.
There's a list within there. Old keys.json
0.
Square bracket 0.keys. I would suggest within your debug, just narrowing it down until the debug outputs what the keys we need.
Yeah.
So keys.json.
Yeah. Dot square bracket 0.
Do you need to go dot square bracket or just square bracket?
Probably it's just square bracket.
So here, JSON, and then we have one square bracket here. So
that's a curly bracket you just selected, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So it would be like this.
I don't think you need the dot.
Yeah.
Okay, so facing square and then keys in here, right?
No,
0.
that's 0.
And dot keys.
And then
Try that.
maybe 0, 1.
If we're lucky, this is all we need. This is all we need to pass through.
Okay.
There you go. That looks good.
How many keys have we generated now? We've generated, okay, not that
A lot.
many.
But we are one console command off deleting all of them. So.
All right. So all we need to focus on is the key rather than the value in here then.
Yep.
So, all right. So the next part is now removing them, or what do you call them? Deregistered.
This is removing.
If you do dot keys, I think. Half. Yeah. Let's do this after we've installed the new one.
After we've set it to use the new one as well. This needs to be the last thing we do.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh yeah, we only grabbing it beforehand just so we have everything. That makes sense.
We're grabbing it beforehand so we don't have the new one.
So we'll see less logic.
So install and then use that, and now we can now say remove. So with that one, should I just say command then?
Yeah, this should just be a command.
Okay.
I mean, we could do an API call, but command's probably better.
Command, sorry, CMD. Oopsie. Then console. Key
ring. Dash remove. Curly bracket. Item.
Dot key.
I think we can pass the keys. So you don't need to do dot keys in the item. You can just pass the keys straight. So if you...
What do you mean?
So just leave that as item.
Okay.
And then do a with items block.
And that is like this. With underscore item, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
then paste your debug thing. Your variable.
I think it's just item.
No.
Oh, just the item.
Yeah, and you'll need a dash beforehand.
Yes.
And then the dot keys, lowercase, and regular brackets afterwards.
And wait. No, as in, why do we need a lowercase lower bracket?
So put that in your debug statement and you'll see what it's doing.
Okay, hold on.
Not the whole thing, just the dot keys.
Yeah, so the keys here, and then just the keys, yeah.
And then regular brackets.
Oh yeah, because it's the key value. All right.
I would be surprised if this works, but
this is some of the weird stuff that Ants will normally
go on then,
do.
change the console. Let's see what happens. I almost feel like this is more. Yeah, that worked.
There you go.
Is that more readable though than? I mean, probably.
Well, you don't necessarily need a debug. Something you can also do is put a run once on. Oh, it failed to use the key.
So that's why we need the.
Retry again.
Yeah.
Wait, on which part? On the use key, right?
Yeah.
On
also, yeah, the use key do the retries on the register old keys do run once.
Okay, hold on.
Do they need to run once?
They're the same keys. So
Is it
pulling it 10 times?
Oh yeah, you're right, because it is one server at this point.
Which one? So I've done the
on register old keys. Under do run once as well. True. The same as you have for the first one.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you should be able to run your final command, your final article.
Yeah, final block.
This is quite interesting. So it only gets the keys.
You can also delete the debug statement.
Nice, all right. All right. Sorry. I'll remove it after. Okay. So now we have 6 to remove. Oh, wow.
Illegal base 64 input.
What is it adding? Is it adding
no, that successfully worked. But it doesn't like the output.
Yeah.
Like if you just run this again.
Oh, hold on. I was just gonna.
Oh yeah, I'll do the key command.
Hearing list.
Yep.
No. Go there.
Check the debug.
Huh?
Is that the same? I think there'll be one missing from the debug.
Oh yeah.
The first one and then failed. It would have deleted one. So if you do ignore errors.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And it's on that block for now. It should do it. It's not a neat way. There will be a cleaner way.
So that would be this one. And then
ignore error. Yeah, and then put true. Yeah.
But also, is there a block we really care if it's errors? Like,
depends what the errors are.
Well, I suppose if we register the output and go, if we get the removing key thing, it's fine.
Yeah, if this not an error message, fail.
Ignore.
Now we get a massive block of word.
No, didn't work. Well, guys, this has been fun. I am going to add it to the to-do list for next week, which is Consul keyring remove. Let me just add that.
Could you just copy one of those keys and try and manually remove it?
Yeah, I will do that.
And then we should call it, because we've more than made up for the faffing around in the beginning.
Yeah.
No dash.
Yep. That work?
That's fun.
All right. So next week is we're still here basically. Or remove old keyring, so nothing changed. So perfect.
No progress made.
Sounds like it, but we made a lot of progress actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is it for today. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you all next week, and hopefully we'll make more progress towards what we're actually trying to do rather than just a load of debugging.
But it's part of it. It's part
Always
of it.
debugging.
Yeah. yes, like and subscribe on YouTube and follow on Twitch. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.